This is Joshua Harty, 4 seconds out here again. Malik Scott. Malik, 2 days in a row now I'm here with you. Obviously, weight now made for Ezra Taylor. Yes. Happy with everything? Happy with how fight week's gone? Ready for tomorrow night now?
Yes. That young man, Ezra Taylor, has sacrificed a lot. He's in a position to have the best performance of his career on a incredible stage. Has a tough opponent, Troy Jones. And I'm expecting Ezra to look like a professional on Saturday, like I've been saying all week.
Is it a bit unique to see, like, obviously, a fighter in Ezra's position? You know, normally they've made weight, they go away now, they're not talking to anyone. But you know, even now you can see Ezra just over there. He's still talking to everyone. He's doing all the interviews, even on the weigh-in day.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a unique thing to see, I guess you could say, fighters. How good is it for you to see Ezra still so happy and lively, even after?
Good. But I keep using this word professional when I'm talking about Ezra because he's a young man that really carries himself like a professional. Everything, his punctuality, his consistency, his work ethic, everything. So I'm not really shocked to see him in the mood that he's in because he's put the hard work in to feel the way he's feeling. He's feeling great, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy about it as well.
Absolutely. And what can we expect tomorrow night from Ezra Taylor?
You can expect Ezra Taylor to look like a professional. And if he gets Troy Jones hurt, he's going to finish him like a professional. He's not going to come out of his character and get wild and bring his chin up. He's going to treat him accordingly and handle him accordingly. And whatever Troy Jones brings to the table, Ezra Taylor will have an answer for.
Absolutely. No, I know we spoke and covered a hell of a lot yesterday, just up there we can see where we were yesterday from here. But there's one thing I didn't really get to speak to you about, which I was interested to get your take on. We've seen a man in the headlines recently in Tyson Fury, and possibly coming back. He seems to be back with SugarHill. Do you believe Tyson will come back, or do you believe he's retired now?
No, for sure I believe Tyson Fury will come back. Definitely come back. It's at least, 40, 50, 60 million waiting for him if he want to come back? And I believe he's the king of head games. I believe he's coming back the day he announced retirement. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury, we all know what he is. He moved to the beat of his own drum. He's accomplished a hell of a lot in boxing. He should be proud of himself. And, if he come back, cool. But then if he don't, ride off into the sunset, baby. I get it.
Do you believe the retirements? Because it's a bit of a run. I guess you could say, and not in a disrespectful way, but it has been a bit of a running theme over the last few years with Tyson's career, where he retires, then comes back, and it's made it a lot harder for the fans to believe, hasn't it?
That what?
Tyson is retiring, because even now.
Yes, because he's done this tons of times. This is what Fury do. He's known how to work the people. And he understands showbiz more than anything. And what he really understands more than anything is the element of surprise when it comes to showbiz. And what the element of surprise do, it raises your stock. The more people see you is good, but the less people see you and the more relevant you are, the better it is. And that may sound, well, how does that raise your stock? Because human beings can get used to the sight of you, correct? But when you have strong relevance, and when they can't really see you and predict your moves and know what's going on with you in your life, that raises your stock of interest. Your stock of interest raises you up on the financial ladder. It raises you up on the TV, the networks. It just raises your profile in general. And Fury understands that. He's been doing a good job at it for over a decade now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just looking over, obviously, out in Budapest, you've got Tommy Fury making his return, and my colleague spoke to John Fury, who was in the corner for the first fight, and he's come out and said that he believes SugarHill is incapable of bringing the best out of Tyson Fury.
Who said that?
John Fury, Tyson's father.
When did he say that, man?
He said this yesterday to my colleague. He said that SugarHill Steward is incapable of getting the best out of Tyson.
But like how? He has gotten the best out of Tyson at times.
He believes that Tyson wasn't in the best condition going into the second fight with Usyk, and believes that he shouldn't have fought that first date with Usyk in May. But he believes because...
What, he mean boxing condition or S&C condition? Because if it's boxing condition, SugarHill is a boxing trainer. Now, we need to be pointing that finger at whoever the strength and conditioning coach is. That has to do with the conditioning. SugarHill's a boxing trainer. He could teach boxing, and he could push his guy to the limit in the boxing gym, but he's not a strength and conditioning trainer. If you see a fighter lacking condition and strength and conditioning, you have to see what's up with the strength and conditioning coach. So John Fury may be saying that about the strength and conditioning training. He's not saying that about SugarHill. He can be. We understand. There's no secret that SugarHill is a good teacher. He come from the cloth. So, but what I love at the same time about John Fury is he has good audacity. Say stuff like that. Whether it's for shock value or I don't even think it's for shock value. I think he really believes that, and you can see he believes that because that's why there was traffic in the corner. I believe that was the first fight with Usyk, and he was over. Yes, that's why that happened, because he just know his son. But at the same time, if we're talking about condition, we have to take that to the strength and conditioning coach, because I'm sure SugarHill is doing his job and as much as he can and as best as he can with handling the boxing. And we've seen Tyson Fury have good days with SugarHill, and we've seen him have off nights. But that you cannot minimize SugarHill as a boxing coach in no type of way, especially when it comes to Tyson Fury. That's his biggest fish that he did the most with. Most people know SugarHill from Emmanuel Stewart and training Tyson Fury. It's not because he did a bad job. He did a very good job on numerous nights. But you know how this go. When a fighter have an off night, they don't look at nobody else but the trainer. So SugarHill understands that. John Fury understands that. But at the same time, John Fury is speaking from his heart. He loves his son, and he's just saying what he thinks is best for him. So I get both sides. I understand.
A part of the interview that I found interesting is where John says that he believes Tyson has been hit too much in the last few years since going to SugarHill, and believes he was at his best when he had that jerky movement and wasn't getting hit as much, was a bit more slippery. Okay,
well, we'll say, when he was with Ben Davison, he was more herky-jerky and slippery. People was complaining about that. Why does he have someone unworthy like a Ben Davison in his corner? Okay, he's not with Ben Davison. He get with SugarHill. He had big wins against Wilder, right? Now they saying SugarHill is the problem because whatever reason. So it doesn't matter. These people are always going to have something to say. I thank God that my mother and my background taught me how to handle the opinions of human beings. And what you have to do, you have to ostracize that. That don't really matter. What matters is what you know and what I know. When someone brings an issue or scenario to me, I pick out the facts from it. I know for sure that if it's about conditioning, we've been talking about Tyson Fury conditioning for quite some time now, before SugarHill came into the picture. But it's just always some hoopla to talk about these type of things. All right, to talk about these type of things,
John also said that he believes that first date with Usyk, the one that they had in May, shouldn't have happened due to the cut. Obviously, he said he was overtrained by the time the fight came around, but because there was a 10
if Tyson Fury would have won the fight, we wouldn't have heard nothing about that. Tyson Fury went in there with the cut, knowing what was at stake. He went in there and gave it a good fight. Some people thought he won. It was a damn good fight. They made history and made a whole lot of money to go with it. I'm sorry to sound plain, and I'm taking the entertainment out of what people would consider or conducive to a good interview, but I just look at the facts, and that's just the facts. Tyson Fury has had a hell of a career, regardless of what trainer was in his corner. He's made good adjustments, regardless of what opponent has been in front of him. I think, to start nitpicking at these little things like that, it just don't make sense. I think we need to be talking about how we was talking about, is he coming back or not? We know he's going to end up coming back because he has before. And he's not going to leave that much money on the table, even though he's filthy rich yet. We're really dealing with someone that could do what they want when they want, because they earned the right to do it. And they gave themselves the decision-making reward by doing everything so correct in the big wins that he got. You know what I mean? So John Fury is going to say things. One thing you're not going to ever hear SugarHill do is minimize anybody in no interview, because SugarHill is a class act. And John Fury is actually one of my favorite characters in boxing. So I enjoy his dialogue. I enjoy his opinion. You know what I mean? So like I said, I get it all. I get both sides. I get all sides.
Just lastly, the one thing that he said as well, he said he's been adamant that Tyson should stay retired unless he comes back and big changes are made to his team. Do you see the same? Would you agree with that? Or
big changes are made. The last time I seen Tyson Fury, he actually looked good. And don't forget, we're talking about a Tyson Fury that's on the second half of his career. God forbid we say Father Time has something to do with his performances. Not a strength trainer, not a boxing coach. Sometimes father time. You're just not a young man no more, and you're basically a young man sport, and you're taking punches, and you've been taking punches your whole career, even though you are a good defensive fighter, but you have had, 50-something training camps or whatever you had that have took a toll on you. So you're not going to look the same as you looked before. I don't care who your coach is. I don't know one fighter that looked the same on the second half of his career the way he looked on his first half of his career. The whole thing is just reserving yourself enough that you're able to at least always know how to defend yourself, keep a good base, have some good counter-punching skills, have some good defensive skills so you can last all the way through, like the legendary Bernard Hopkins. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Malik, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for your time. Yet again, 2 days in a
We
row.
did it again, baby.
I'm sure I'll catch up with you again tomorrow night after
For sure.
the action.
We already set it up.
Malik, thank you very much, my friend.